Hey everybody, Dirili here. Thank you so much for joining me for another episode of Hakuoki Kyoto Wins. We are doing Kazama's tragic love and bad endings in this episode here, so it's going to be a little bit short. So, in order to do his tragic love ending, we go down to Record of Service, to his Chapter 5, and go to Low Romance, and skip until we come to our choices. For our first choice, we have to say, I might be a monster. A monster? What they said had some truth to it. Even if I was covered in bullet holes, I was still alive, and they saw my wounds heal unnaturally. Clearly, I was no ordinary human. However, thanks to these monster powers, I may have been able to avenge Inoue. Charge! I gripped my kodachi tightly, getting into a ready position before charging at the gang of soldiers.
Here they come! Fire!
Another barrage of bullets tore through almost every inch of my body, and I endured the pain. I'm lucky it didn't get my heart. Flinching slightly, I stepped forward again.
Holy crap! No matter how many rounds we fire, they just keep healing.
I knew it! It's a monster! Kill it! Kill it now! Then, out of nowhere...
Huh. A pure-blood demon girl who takes more pain from human insults than bullets. Don't listen to these lowlives. Their opinions are worthless to you.
That voice! And skipping until the next choice. And here I'm going to save because whatever choice I make here, the other choice is for the bad ending. So we'll come back to that for the bad ending later. For tragic love, we have to choose the head of the Yukimura clan. And skip.
Nothing to worry about. No matter how many furies he's got, a fake is a fake. There's no way he can stop a real demon.
Kazama gracefully stood in front of them. The furies, whose eyes burned with intense bloodlust, all rushed for Kazama at once. The difference in power, however, was unmistakable. Kazama's movements far surpassed anything humans were capable of, tearing through the furies with extraordinary precision and strength. Kazama splattered blood throughout the forest, like summoning rain through a dance, and cries of anguish echoed around us. After no time at all, Kazama slayed every single fury, and he glared angrily at Kaoru and Father.
So, looks like it's just us now, doesn't it? Despite your crimes against our people, I shall show you mercy because we are kin, and I will make your trip to the afterlife as painless as I can. Huh. Kin, huh?
Where were you when your kin had their village destroyed? You did nothing to help us back then, and all you did was watch our people suffer. It's always someone else's problem. You were blessed to have been untouched. How dare you judge us when we have lost everything? Oh, you don't know his situation. If you think you're just carrying out your duties as some demon lord, then... I don't need to prove anything to you. Oh, Kaoru, how foolish this is. Kaoru unsheathed his kodachi, and he lunged for Kazama, but Kazama anticipated the path of the strike and met it with a fierce block. I'm sure Kaoru was a skilled swordsman in his own right, but it was obvious Kazama was a far superior one.
Huh. This is the demon of the East. Your family's as famous as the Kazama clan, but this is all you've got.
Well, he is just a kid.
Sure, I can feel sympathy for the tragedy your family had to overcome. But that doesn't mean I could just let your sins go unpunished for creating fake demons.
Kazama readied the sword in his right hand, preparing his stance to strike. And then... Kazama, no! Gah! The chilling sound of flesh being torn asunder was followed by Kaoru's splattering upon the floor. As the sharp edge slashed through his body, Kaoru dropped to the floor.
You're next, Koto.
Kazama pointed his sword toward my father, which dripped with Kaoru's fresh blood.
Do what you will. You mistake my goal of restoring my family's legacy with some sort of self-centered pursuit. My desire to revive the Yukimura clan is something I do not believe I should be ashamed of as a demon.
Please, wait! I couldn't remain an idle spectator this time, and I jumped out to protect my father. Oh, don't tell me that's how this ends. Please, spare my father. I know what my father has done is hard to forgive. However, even with all the sins my father has committed, he's the only family I have left. Father tenderly patted my shoulder. I looked back at him, quivering nervously, and he smiled back at me.
It's fine, Chizuru.
Father?
Even if Kaoru and I both die, as long as you shall live, the Yukimura name shall go on. However, you should carefully watch what kind of principle is being used to punish us. Is that all you have to say?
In the next moment, Kazama raised his blade to swing. Kazama, you can't! As I screamed out to him, I saw the flash of his blade, followed by my father's severed head, fly from the top of his body. Suddenly then, I blacked out. When I came back to my senses, I realized I was with Kimigiku, and I was in a demon village hidden in a mountain that was close to Kyoto. Chizuru, quite a lovely day today. Want to step outside? I guess Kazama left me, thinking I wouldn't be able to accept him after that. Sen. Sorry, I don't think I could bring myself to. I see. However, after all you have been through, I suppose I cannot blame you. However, I am glad. If Kimigiku hadn't happened to stumble upon you, who knows what would have become of you? Kimigiku had been ordered by Sen to check on the various happenings in their vicinity when she had randomly found me passed out on a mountain path. I am curious as to why Kazama would have left you there without taking you for himself. Based on past experiences, I was certain that he would have captured you, if not by force. Perhaps he had been feeling some guilt about the whole situation. Kazama, a man who murdered my father and my brother. I could understand the reasons behind why he felt compelled to do so. Their actions were inexcusable to demons and mankind alike. But even so, they were the only family I had. Supposedly, both Kyoto and Osaka have fallen under the control of the Satsuma and the Choshu. And the Shinsengumi has made their journey back to Edo. It seems that this war is only beginning. The moment I'd heard her mention the Shinsengumi, I jumped. However, there's no way I could return to them now. How could I? Sen must have noticed the worry on my face, and she tried to comfort me. As long as you are here, you need not worry. Even during the time of the Onin War, the Yasei village has been spared from the fighting. Hey, Sen? There's something I need to talk with you about. Of course, what is it? Kazama said that the furies and the water of life go against the laws of demons. But my father said that he was only working to restore the legacy of my family. So, as a demon, is it Kazama who's right, or was it my father? Sen seemed to contemplate this for a while, as she thought to herself quietly. I knew that it wasn't really the easiest question to answer. Although all of us are demons, each clan carries its own history and traditions that are carried upon differently. The Yukimura clan suffered the catastrophic loss of their village, yet my clan has thrived for ages. Naturally, our desires and how we work to achieve changes from clan to clan, so it would be impossible to say one side is right. However, if there is one thing every single clan has in common, it is, no matter the era, it is against the code of our people to interfere with the matters of mankind. That is how our people have always lived. A wind blew through the room where Sen and I were speaking, as if responding to her answer. The place where I had been born. I wonder if the Yukimura village was at all similar to this place. Father, brother, where could I go from here? Well, that was rather open-ended, but that is the one ending that we could have possibly gotten where we didn't stay with the Shinsengumi and still didn't risk the demons actually coming to capture me. So that's one thing it's got going for it. Definitely different from everything else in that respect. I can't complain, no, you can't leave me here, demons will get me. But oh, I feel bad for Kazama, because he did what was right, and then I'm pretty sure he felt that I couldn't accept him after that, and that's why he had to separate from me. And I think he probably left me there alone because he knew Kimikiku would come along and find me. Probably figured I'd be fine for those couple minutes. Or maybe he was even nearby and sensed her in the area. I wouldn't put that past him at all. Alright, so now we're gonna go for the bad ending, so we have to load that last save that I made. And of course this time I have to say Koto's daughter. I'm Koto Yukimura's daughter.
Look, I don't think that man has any intention of listening to whatever you have to say. But whatever, do as you like. However, if he doesn't listen to you, I'm not holding back, understand?
Okay. If I wanted Kazama to refrain from killing my father, then it was imperative for me to get father to admit his wrongdoing and repent. Father, let's stop all of this. Why are you so set on reviving our clan? Can't we just go back to Edo and live the life we used to?
Chizuru, you don't know what humans are capable of. You've seen for yourself what happens when humans let their natural instincts guide them.
Immediately, I thought of those murderous traitors who killed Inoue. Sure, if all humans were truly like that, then I could see where father was coming from, but most humans aren't like that, right? There were so many kind people we knew back in Edo, remember?
Well, that's only because they thought we were humans, the same breed as them. When you see how they react when they find out we are demons, I am sure that you wouldn't feel the same way.
Lots of people have found out that I'm a demon and they still treat me the same way. Father.
Seems like this conversation is going nowhere. I saw that coming.
And skipping. And here's where our bad ending comes into play.
Go, hide behind that tree or something. I'll handle them.
After turning away from me, Kazama curled his lip, and he charged for the furies. He moved gracefully, slashing through the furies as their blood splattered like rain around him. Their injuries, as expected, healed immediately. However, even so, it just made it so Kazama would incline himself to inflict even harsher wounds upon them. Oh, come on, he knows how to kill them. Why would he just be fooling around here in this ending? Watching the display of his awesome technique took my breath away. Just then. Oh, Chizuru, you fool.
Chizuru, are you sure you really don't want to come with us? Kazama can stand on his pedestal and look down on us for using the serum to create furies. But what other choice do we have to obtain land for us to rebuild our village and our people?
I had no idea what happened to the Yukimura clan, or why reviving our people was so important, but there was one thing I knew for sure. I don't think we should rely on that serum. I understand your desire to create a space where you can live safely from the threat of humans, but that doesn't give you the right to put the lives of others in danger, don't you think?
I see. You are quite the kind-hearted soul, Chizuru. You must have had so many people love you, even until now. So many. Except for me.
Huh? Kaoru's voice suddenly shook with so much anger, and when I looked up... Ugh! A sharp pain pierced through my heart. Kaoru would stab me with his kodachi, the daitsuren, and the steel felt cold in my chest. Kaoru... Why? My body felt suddenly weak, and I felt lightheaded as I fell slowly to the floor.
How can you ask me why? I have loved you as a brother for so long. So, if I can't have you in my life, then what else can I do but kill you?
Ah, my dear yandere brother. His words made no sense to me. All I could understand was I could no longer do anything to stop my father or reunite with the Shinsengumi. My vision went dark. And that's the bad ending. And I can guess right after that, my dad and Kaoru met their end. 'Cause I'm pretty sure Kazama would not have been happy about that. Well, that's it for our ride with Kazama. Man, there were quite a few errors in his route for some reason. I had to correct a lot of things, like they used the wrong name several times. Like, they said it was Yamazaki speaking a line, but it was definitely Harada because Yamazaki wasn't even there. And, several just different things along this route. There's been like more errors for some reason in his. I wonder if he was the last person they did or something. Well, anyway, up next is going to be Saito, my second favorite after Kazama here. So hope you'll join me for that. And I'd be so grateful for any likes, comments, subscriptions, or shares with your friends to show some support. Thank you so much for joining me, and I wish you all health, happiness, and safety. Dirili signing out. Bye bye, everybody.